What's up, guys? I want to give my thoughts on the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. A few things I don't like about the movie and the positive points of the movie. I don't want to just sit here and trash it. So I just want to give my thoughts. And Michael Bay produced this movie. He did a lot of other horror remakes like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street. And also obviously the Transformers movies. So here's my thoughts on the movie. The first problem I have with this movie is that there's a whole intro part of the movie, which takes up a lot of the movie. It's probably I think I didn't count, but I think it's at least 20 to 30 minutes, the intro. I think it's a good 20 minutes at least. So by the time the title Friday the 13th flashes on the screen and the movie starts, you're already 20 to 30 minutes into the movie. I think that intro was too long. I think it just needs to be shortened, in my opinion. Another problem I have with this movie is the pacing. I found it hard to stay invested in this movie. I've seen it more than once, but I recently tried to watch it again. I didn't get all the way through the movie. I actually lost interest around halfway. I found the pacing, it's kind of too hard to focus on, and some parts were a little slow. And I found it too hard to stay invested, basically. Another problem I have with the movie, and again, I'm not trying to trash it or sound negative. These are just the things, problems I had, and I'm going to give some positive points. So, but the other problem I have is that one more problem I have is that the vibe feels different than the original films. I think they were trying to kind of stay the same, but kind of trying to do something different. And the vibe to me just feels a little different. If you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I think they kind of strayed a little too much from the originals. The biggest problem I have for me personally, I will say one thing they got right is that Jason, he looks really cool in this movie. I think they might have changed him slightly, but he has that Jason look, so they got that right. He looks like Jason. But my biggest problem is with Jason himself is that he's too fast and aggressive. If you watch the original films, Jason's very calm and calculated, like a true psycho. He's very calm when he attacks people, and he walks after people very calmly. He doesn't run. In this movie, he's like very fast. When he attacks people, he's very fast and aggressive, and he's just too crazy to me. Like, I think that takes away from what the original films are. They changed him too much in that respect. He's just too fast and overly aggressive, and I don't think that's how Jason's supposed to be. But they did get his look right. Like I said, he looks really awesome in this movie. The other thing I feel like they got right with this film is the vibe of the originals, where it's just a bunch of kids, a bunch of young people just having fun at summer camp. They really got that right again in this one. They got that whole vibe of like young people just having fun, being silly or whatever. So there's a lot of that same type of stuff that you see in the originals with the kids, the young people just messing around. So they really nailed that. So overall, I do prefer the originals, but this movie does have some redeeming qualities. It's not all bad, and I'm not trying to trash it. I do commend Michael Bay for making an attempt here, and it's a hard movie to try to capture the feel of the original because it's such a cult classic. And there's so many great things about the originals, but it's really hard to recreate that. So he did give a good effort here. So overall, check it out if you like the originals, and let me know what you think, guys.